if you're really looking for people that are experts, that know exactly what they're talking about, that have gone to the universities and have published papers and have done considerable amount of thorough research in the subject material, I would suggest that you check out at your local library if you have a local library, or you can sign up with a library system online, and sometimes they will mail you materials. And here's a very, very interesting course that is about free will and determinism by Professor Sean Nichols. Try to find this at your local library. If they don't have it at your local library, you might want to check out, online auctions, or even go to the teach12.com channel and order it if you can afford it. It's, they're expensive, but they do have sales where they have a price reduction if they print a lot of them out. This was $60. It's a 4-disc DVD set. It comes with a course guide book, and I have a lot of these courses. All of Probably 99.999% of all the information that I have has been learned because somebody else went to the trouble of finding that out and making those discoveries through hard work and efforts. And my knowledge is basically I've absorbed, or I've sought out the experts in those fields to be able to come up with more of a precise, clearer understanding of the world and the universe that I live in. Now you can watch people online giving their opinions all day long about subject matters, but if you really want to know the facts, if you want to know the truth about the nature of reality, of what this reality is, then you will seek out experts in the field. You will go to the most notable, the most competent, and the highest level of degreed professors at the most prestigious colleges, and you will seek out their information and what they know, and listen to them. These people that just give their opinions online, then they go on and they rant and they ramble about subject matters that they really don't have clear, in-depth understanding of, such as I have to confess myself. That's why I rely upon the experts in the field. If you want to know about the DNA molecule, you will learn about the DNA molecule from a scientist, from a biologist, a professor at the college, from notable scientists that have studied the molecule, that understand chemistry, that understand the physical processes at work in the natural world. If you're interested in history, you'll seek out the most accurate historical documents about historical events that have happened. So then there's people that are on YouTube that just kind of go on about things that they really don't have an in-depth understanding of or knowledge about. Like me, I guess about, well, what was before I was born? What will the end of what happens when the universe is going to end? Where did everything? What's the first cause? Where did everything come from? And and then I've come to the realization through much opening up my own mind to what all of the scientists throughout history, and what I've learned about the world through informed others that have studied, the experts that have studied the way the world is, and then I've shaped my own opinions about nature, and about what I am as an individual human, where I came from. So in a way, I was brought up in a very religious, Roman Catholicism, in that kind of environment, going to parochial schools and being taught by nuns, and having the school systems being run by priests, for 10 years, and then then going to public school at summer school, and then my last 2 years of high school were at a public high school. And when I did get to the public high school, I found that it was very odd that I had still, I was believing in religion, and I was believing in, Jesus as my savior, and about having believing that there's this God figure that is in charge of everything, that created everything, that is like that will help me, that I have a future in a heaven, and there is this promise in this Bible and the books of the Bible. And then when I went to the public high school, it was everybody was like an atheist there. So it was like I was kind of like, well, isn't it kind of difficult to be an atheist? I mean, don't you have to like all your upbringing, you have to fight with all the things that you were brought up and taught as a small child, that still is in your mind, and you have to like purge that and only study science, and you only can study just reality exactly like it is, accept the world precisely exactly as it is, without any kind of thinking that hoping for miracles or supernatural things to happen to you, that you're going to float into the sky and meet with your ancestors, and you're going to have like a party that's going to last forever and ever and ever, and you're going to be like happy and sing and dance and have all these wonderful times and eat one great food and have wonderful music, and have this really really blissful, wonderful, happy experience forever and ever and ever after you die. And that's not going to happen. What's going to happen is your body will decompose, and of course you won't be there to know that you're not there, so you won't know that your body is decomposing, because it will be the same way you were before you were born. And this has been very, very difficult for me to accept this, because I was brought up being raised in going to church and believing that I was put here by a God force, and this God person, God force, was going to give me a good life and help me and come to my rescue in times of distress, and will give me and will provide me with a happy, bright future with all of my family and old people that have died that I've known in the end. So, but it's not going to be that way. What it is that the universe came from a quantum fluctuation from nothing, and that it was all, everything evolved over billions and billions and billions of years. Changes happened, organisms evolved, and I emerged out of all these processes. And then when the universe, when I'm dead, then there will be an infinite amount of time, because I'm not there to know there is any time, and then probably it'll just happen all over again. Anyhow, let me know what you think, if I'm being, kind of crazy or what. Thanks for listening. Bye.